So you love basketball because of you or your dad for you to play?
I was a sophomore and I got ranked. Like my best friend, he was like, Mo, have you seen the rankings? Like you are number 3 in your position of the nation. At that time, I wasn't thinking overseas. I was thinking only NBA.
How was it close you make it to NBA?
My last year of college, I thought it was over though. I thought I was done.
เขาคิดว่าเราขี่ช้างไปโรงเรียน
You know what I'm saying? So she'll give me Kaonyao and Mudadiao. I'm waking up to chickens and I go outside, it's an elephant to my right and then it's the cows to my left. I'm like, what is this?
Bro, can you tell me the story?
Tell me my story, like where I'm from and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a brother, I have 2 sisters. My dad was born and raised in Indiana, Anderson, Indiana. So, and my mom, they got married in Las Vegas. My mom and my dad, they met at like they used to have like these 6'5" and under basketball leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where my mom and dad met in Las Vegas. And, but unfortunately, you know, my mom and dad, they got a divorce. They split up.
Okay.
So, you know, I was raised by my dad mostly, me and my brother. Most of my time in Las Vegas, you know, we went to Indiana quite a bit. But, and then I visited Thailand in 99. My parents were still together then. And that was the first time, like, I've been to Thailand and met my mom's side of the family.
All right. It's been a while, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You head to Japan, right?
Yes.
Last 8 months, but before that, we met in seafood restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about life.
Right.
And unfortunately, we didn't record well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great timing that you back. Let's talk about what you inspired to start playing basketball. Back in the day with YOUNGMO.
What inspired me? What inspired me was my dad. My dad, he played growing up. He played at a high level. He went to Indiana University. He played for a legendary coach named Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight,
the one coach. Indiana University. He's the one that threw the chair on the floor during the game. Have you know?
With the chair?
He threw the chair on the
threw the chair
on the floor. Yeah. And my dad was in the game. Yeah.
So assume that he get mad something?
Who? The coach?
Yeah.
Oh, have you not heard about this? Coach is crazy. Coach Bobby Knight, like he was a hard-nosed coach. He got on his players pretty tough, put his hands on his players. Like he put his hands on my dad a few times. Punched him on the forehead, yeah, basically. Yep.
Punch?
They said my dad told me they were in a game and it was a timeout. And like, you know, the coach is like cussing them out, right? Cussing them out and they like in the huddle. And my dad said he had his head like this. So he's not like looking up at the coach.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, you know, cussing him out. And then he said the coach like, boom, punched him on the top of his forehead, on his head, like, boom, pay attention while you're looking at me. Yeah. But he was a great coach though. Like he won championships and like that was just his way of coaching.
With
you know what I mean? Indiana, yep.
Indiana.
Look him up when you get the chance. Like he's very well known. So I was inspired by my dad. Like he played overseas for like 13 years professionally. And then I just remember he used to always have like games on. I grew up loving, first was Kevin Garnett. That was my favorite. And then, you know, Kobe Bryant. I watched a lot of T-Mac, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, like Paul Pierce. Like that was the kind of the era that I was raised in, like, you know, so I was inspired by those players. And then it was a specific, it was an all-star weekend, 2000 or 2001 or 2000. And it was the dunk contest with Vince Carter, the one that he won. And I just remember being glued to the
Between
TV.
East Bay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that, if you, like that whole weekend, like the all-star game was crazy. And I just remember just being, like my dad recorded it on like a VHS tape.
VHS.
So, you know, I would rewind it, watch the game, watch the weekend. So that's kind of like where it all started, like for me, you know.
Oh, okay. So at that time, you 9 or 10 years old or something?
I mean, it started before then, but like I could vividly remember me being like glued to the TV, you know, like watching, you know, and like basically studying, you know, like, and just some of the things that those guys was doing, like in that specific game, like the East, they came back on the West, and like Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury basically led the team. Like it was a good game, and like that's when I realized, like I love basketball. I mean, it came before that, but that's when I knew, like, yeah, this is kind of what I want to do.
That's not surprise because I think the way you play the style, you really similar with like T-Mac, right?
A little bit, like I have a little left hezzy.
Like 1-2 pull up,
yeah,
right?
pull up, yeah.
Okay, that's simple, but efficiency, efficiently.
Efficiency, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your dad taught you to play basketball.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
Definitely, it came from him, and
So, did you play 1v1 with your dad in a young age?
Yeah, I played him all the time, and then it got to the point to where I was in high school.
When you get W on your dad?
I was in high school.
High school?
Yeah.
Did you like?
I actually have the video. Like nobody.
Really?
Yeah, I actually watched it the other day. It was crazy. I was talking smack. I was kind of talking reckless to him, but like it just felt good. Like
what did you talk to him?
I don't want to.
Yeah, just give me some, bro.
So like my dad he was hard on me, and I just felt like if I beat him, he would approve. Not approve, I don't know, but
he still played the pros at that time.
No, he was done.
Oh, he was done.
He was done, but he still was kind of able to play a bit. I remember it was in our front yard, and we had a hoop, and we played 1-on-1, and
hoop in backyard, your house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I just remember being like, I felt like I did something, I beat my dad 1-on-1, He used to be really hard on me, bro. So like that day was good.
What's the rule of that?
The rule?
How many points you played? Just one?
I don't remember how many points, but we played a few games, and I won every game. We played like 3 games or 4 games.
Wow.
Yeah, and I won it I won every game.
And your dad is like gave you 100% play, like.
Yeah. But like at that point, like I was faster, quicker, not stronger, but I could go by him. I could shoot, like
Wow. How he after the game?
He didn't feel good because I was talking crazy. Like I was just.
Yeah. What did you talk to him?
Like he was making dinner, and like we were playing while dinner was while we were waiting
cooking.
While the food was cooking.
And you were cooking him too.
And that's what ended up happening. So the last game, I said, I was like, come on, we hungry. Like, go make our food. Like, talking crazy like that. Like, go finish making our food. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ja, like talking to my brother, like, Ja, you hungry? Like, let's go. Like, But it was, that's my dad. I love my dad. But I felt, it was just how I was feeling.
So he said nothing.
He couldn't say nothing. No, he couldn't say nothing. But I knew when to stop, though. I knew when to stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
You having dad play a pros, right? Is that feel like you got any like advantage from other kids who didn't have like dad playing a pros? You think
I would maybe an advantage to how to work.
Right.
Like the way
you have someone like can like mentor.
Yeah. Like he man, like how he used to push me and my brother, like it was very intense, bro. Like he came from a coach that was like Bobby Knight, like he had a very high standard, and like some of the teachings and stuff like that, like he did the same with me, and sometimes like it wasn't fun, like we would get into fights, like
you fight.
Yeah, we fought. Who? Yeah, my dad. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we got into.
How old are you that day?
I mean, I was in high school.
And
it was more high school.
And you still play 1v1.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like like me, my brother, and my dad, we had that good of a relationship to where we could have those type of interactions, and my dad did a good job
on the court.
Yeah, my dad did a good job, after it being like, hey, like, like I love you, like this is why we do this. This is why I'm hard on you. You know what I mean? And but it was very clear.
But how can you guys like separate the feeling on the court? It means like the kind of negative ways together, right? Because we play against.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes it was hard for me to not separate. Sometimes I still would be upset with my dad, and I think he would know that I was upset.
Yeah.
So I think it was more so him communicating with me.
How he start to
just be like like, hey, I love you, son. Like, I have to be like this with you. You know what I mean? Like my dad was hard. Like it'd be times where I would have a game, I would be playing in the game, and I wouldn't play up to how he wanted me to play, and like he's yelling in the stands, or like he would leave halftime. Like he would leave halftime,
Really?
and be like, "I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this shit." You know, like talk to me crazy. You know, and like
you have the bad game.
If
Like
I
not
had a-
bad game, but bad attitude, something for
it
him.
was never a bad attitude. I never had a bad attitude.
But why he leave during
Because
game?
he didn't like he would think that he knew that I could be better
Better than that.
than whatever I was showing that day. You know what I mean? And
But if when you back home, he's still like,
he still come talk to me. Like it never was like I'm mad at you for the rest of the week. You know,
All
it'd
right.
just be like, this is what it is, and this is how I'm gonna be, and I just want you to be better. You know?
that's very rare in Thai culture.
Yeah, I know.
American culture is like you guys that, especially you guys like your dad play a pros,
Right.
and I think they hope you to being a pro too, right? In the future.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Right.
So you love basketball because of you, or
See,
your
now
dad
that-
for you to play?
That's a
And then
great.
you
That's a
love-
great question. Actually, that's
Yeah.
a good question. I love basketball. First, it was him. First, I loved it because of him. But then I grew into loving it myself. Like I told you that day when I watched that All-Star game and that All-Star dunk contest, I knew I loved the game.
So, but the first time your dad brought you to
He
the
instilled it
VHS,
to me. Yeah, and I
the
loved
tape.
it. I loved it. But he was kind of guiding me. You know what I mean? Like I said, like when I was even at a younger age, like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, he was hard. He was hard on me, bro. And sometimes I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I asked you. Yeah.
Because of how hard he was, though. But then I started to see results. Like as far as like when I don't mean to brag or talk about myself, but I think the first time when I seen it for myself was when I was in middle school and I had college coaches coming to see me in middle school. You know what I mean? Like Division I college coaches coming to see me seventh grade, eighth grade.
UNLV?
UNLV was eighth grade, yeah. And I got that was my first offer, UNLV. But that's when I started to realize like what my dad is teaching me is actually working, so he knows what he's talking about, obviously.
Your turning point that you feel like basketball is not just for fun anymore, right? When
mean,
the coach came out,
Not I wouldn't say not for fun, because it still was fun.
it can turn into
Yeah,
career.
Yeah. See, like at that age, I wasn't. I wrote down at a young age like I wanted to play in the NBA. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize it until like I was a sophomore and I got ranked like very high. And I was like, oh, maybe this can happen.
Sophomore in
high school.
In high school, so it
Yeah.
mean like grade 11.
Yeah, it was grade. I was a sophomore, and like my best friend till this day, he's the one that actually told me. He was like, "Mo, have you seen the rankings? Like you are number 3 in your position." And I was like,
All nation.
of the nation in my
Wow.
position. And I remember going to the computer and I seen my name, and then like I showed it to my dad, and then that's when I knew like it could be something,
It could be something to like call play for living for something. You get
At that
paid to play.
time, I wasn't thinking overseas. I was thinking only NBA. So
Right.
you know what I mean? Like I was young. I didn't really know much about overseas. All I was thinking about was the league.
Make it to the
The
NBA.
NBA, yeah, all NBA.
Okay. Was there ever time growing up you actually thought about quitting basketball? Had you? How many times?
That never happened to me in high school. My last year of college, I thought it was over though. I thought I was done. My
Why?
last year of college. Because I don't know if you want to but like when I went to DePaul, I did 3 years at DePaul. And then when I transferred, I went to Cal State Fullerton, and that's where I met my wife. But the reasons of me transferring was I thought at the time, well, me and my dad, we thought it would put me in position to get drafted, and the season didn't go well. It didn't go well. The coach kind of stopped playing me, and at that point, I thought it was NBA or nothing. So like in the middle of that season, of my final season at university, I thought it was over. I thought it was done.
Because of it's like going bad.
Yeah, it was going bad because, I'm like at the time, I was averaging 8 points, which is not bad if you're on a good team. Like 8 points, like if you're averaging double digits in college, it's good,
Yep.
So there's like non-conference where you play teams that are outside of your conference, and I played well in non-conference. But then when we got to conference play, the coach kind of was playing me funny, And then
So you are not starting five that time?
No, it was some games I barely played. It hurt me because before that season, so like back then when you transferred, you had to sit 1 year.
Okay,
So
I
that
see.
year I sat, I worked my ass off. Like I really was like, this is my final year. I'm going to give everything I had. Like I was in great shape.
To get ready to the
Yeah,
second
I
year
was
that you can
like open gyms and like practice and stuff like that. I was killing. And then with how it went, I was so crushed. Like I felt I had so many moments, bro, where I was like, yeah, this is done. This is done. It's over. Looking back, I would have stayed at DePaul for basketball reasons because it was like I was in the best conference in like all of college basketball, the Big East Conference. And that's one of the reasons why I chose DePaul was because of the conference they were in. So
they were top on the conference.
So like the Big East Conference like it was 16 teams at the time. Like it was UConn. They won it 2 years I was there. The whole thing, March Madness. They won 2 years, UConn.
Wow.
It was like UConn, Louisville, Notre Dame, Villanova.
But at that time, DePaul is the best.
No, we weren't the best, but the conference, like the team, the conference of the teams in that was the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Is that Kentucky in
So-
your conference?
No, so Kentucky is like SEC. That's what I'm saying. Like you have
ACC. Yeah.
So you have ACC, you have SEC. At the time, it was Pac-10. That's the conference Tyler was in, Pac-10.
Pac-10.
And then it was Big 12, and then the Big East. The Big East,
Big East.
East.
Oh, Big East.
Kemba Walker played in that. I played against Kemba Walker.
UConn.
UConn. He won it.
He won that year.
He won. That was a freshman that year. Yeah, I could show you photos. Yeah, and all that. Yeah, yeah. So at that time, it was like by far the best conference, and that's why I chose to go to DePaul
Because you want to play
in that conference because I was like, they have a lot of NBA players in this conference, and I was gonna play right away as a freshman.
Wow. Can you tell me about your high school basketball story?
My high school, I went to a lot of camps, and then AAU. I played on a really good AAU team at the time, and we went to the best tournaments, and that was a way for college coaches to see me, and I had a few like early on. I had a few good tournaments.
What's your stat?
Oh, I don't.
High school. Can you remember?
AAU, I don't remember, but I averaged 20 plus something. High school, I averaged 20.
20.
In Las Vegas.
And how many rebound or assists?
I think it was like 20 and 8 rebounds, and I don't know. I didn't really pass. Like two assists, something like that.
Okay, you scorer, right? You top scorer in your team?
Yeah, I was.
Number one option.
Yeah, I was.
You play shooting guard or small
I play
forward?
shooting guard and small
Shooting guard.
forward. Yeah, I play
Combo.
both. Yeah, I play both. And then like I had my high school coach. He was kind of like outside of my dad. He was like my mentor. He coached me at AAU. He coached me in middle school, and then he came to my city school, Las Vegas, and he coached me. And we went to the championship. We lost to a better team, but
Championship state.
yeah, state, and we lost my junior year.
Who you play against? Like is there NBA
if you look
player?
them up, their team name is Bishop Gorman. They're like the best in Las Vegas, and they're ranked nationally. You know Shabazz Muhammad?
Very, very similar.
He got drafted in the NBA. He was on that team. Like me and him grew up with each other.
Okay.
But he was on that team, and like a lot of my close friends was on that team. But I mean, like I had a few people that helped me, and then my AAU coach, his name was Rockhead Johnson. And
Rockhead?
Yeah.
Rockhead Johnson.
Rockhead Johnson. He used to be a street guy. Like his story is crazy, but anyway, like he had an AAU team out of California, and we went to the best tournaments, and then
So let me finish your high school. So you 20 plus with like a rebound, couple assists, right? At that time, do you feel like you can be like high level basketball in?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I did.
Right?
I did.
Did you think about NBA every day, like every day?
Every day. That's what my goal was. Every day.
Wow.
And my dad he helped me along the way as far as like how to go about choosing a school. And we felt at the time DePaul was the best decision. Like we narrowed it down to 5 schools.
You said to me recently, like you got 5 on 5.
So
Final
yeah,
five.
I was recruited by not every school, but I was recruited by a lot of schools.
Please explain again, like
So basically, like those camps and those tournaments, like college coaches would come, like in the summer. So June, July, August was the period where college coaches could come and watch
Scout.
Scout. Yeah, exactly. They would scout you. And like, I remember I got my first handwritten letter from UCLA. I remember like I got my first, it was a questionnaire, but I got a letter from UNC because that was my favorite. Them and Syracuse was like my favorite schools, my dream schools. So when I got a letter from UNC, North Carolina, I was like, oh shit, I made it, you know. But so yeah, basically when it got to my junior year, I narrowed it down to 5 schools. And I had 5 official visits and I had 1 unofficial, UNLV. But I was going to UNLV quite a bit throughout my high school career. Like I'll go play, meet with the coach.
Why you didn't choose?
I didn't want to be home. UNLV is at home.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, I didn't really want to be home. And
why?
And like I said, like...
You want to like...
Yeah, like I just felt that...
You didn't want to surround with your dad at the
time?
No.
I mean, that wasn't a reason. But like when I narrowed it down to 5 schools or the 6 schools, the reason why I chose DePaul, like I had Indiana first, DePaul, Arizona State, Clemson, Minnesota, and then I had UNLV as my last. But wanted to go to DePaul because of the conference, and I didn't know what DePaul, who they were, until my dad was like, look it up, and I seen who they played against, and then I seen how strong the conference was. I was like, this is probably the best way I could get better.
So you chose DePaul because of the chance to play against the big guy,
the best names, the big names, so the best teams. Yeah.
If we can beat the big name,
yeah,
maybe we can.
So like that was the thing. Like DePaul wasn't a winning school, so I felt me and then 2 other guys, and then I'm just looking at the situation, and I'm like, maybe we can turn it around. Like
maybe we can change the game,
but we didn't though. Like but that's how strong the conference was though. Like it was hard, bro. Like
that's
it was
good pick, right? Because you want to like change.
Yeah, and it was in Chicago. Like, I don't know if you know, but like Chicago is like one of the best, not basketball cities, but sports cities in the U.S. And it was like tough. It was like rugged. I had to grow up. You know, I'm on my own. And like the summer leagues in Chicago, like it was tough.
Like DePaul in Chicago.
Yeah, like it was, and like I'm from Las Vegas, like it's hot. So like another thing was like the winter, like the blizzards, and like I had to like I knew that mentally and physically I knew that I was gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why I chose them. Yeah.
Had you regret to choose DePaul?
I'm not gonna say I regret, but I wish I would have took all of my visits. I didn't take all of my visits. I went to Indiana, my first visit, and then I committed to DePaul on my second visit when I got home, and I didn't take the rest.
Oh, I thought you.
No, I didn't take all of them. That was probably maybe not. I don't want to call it regret, but like yeah. And then
you should try, right? You should try to go
just take my time.
Yeah,
because it was kind of a lot, man. Like phone calls and like being recruited and stuff like that. Like I kind of wanted to be done with it, you know. And I just felt like that was the best situation for me was to.
So if you can tell YoungMo in that time.
YoungMo at that time.
You would tell what?
Yeah, it was just take his time, take my time,
right?
Take each visit and kind of think for myself because my dad, like I did, but like I trusted my dad and I believed in what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he agreed with you, right?
I agreed with him basically.
Oh,
he didn't choose for me, but he was like, "Hey, look, like." If you go here, you're going to be playing against this person, that person, this team, and it's in this conference.
Yeah.
And you can do this in the summer. He just convinced me. And he wasn't wrong, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was right.
Unfortunate thing is you choose like
I just go take all my visit.
Take your time more, right? Maybe at the end of the day, you choose DePaul.
Yeah. But Probably.
Maybe it's teenager, right? We have like fast decision for what?
Right.
Something. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But it's not bad, right? You came up here.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But, you know, I ended up leaving DePaul. Like, that's another, I'm not going to say regret, but I should have thought about that more, you know. But, yeah.
For who didn't live in United States, I didn't know about March Madness. Like, I knew, but I didn't know the detail. What March Madness mean to you at that time?
It didn't mean nothing. I never went. Our team wasn't good enough.
the Paul, right?
Yeah.
So
like
that's kind of bad moment for you, like down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say it was a down moment because we were losing at the end of the day. You know, like we weren't really winning, but like we had the group of guys I was around. Like
might say it's bad system, bad team, something.
No,
bad chemistry.
I think the system that the coach was trying to do, you couldn't do in that conference. Like we pressed the whole game, like full court.
Okay.
And like we were going up against guards like Kemba Walker.
Okay, I see.
Shabazz Napier.
Yeah.
You know, like Corey Fisher, like.
Oh, Napier, UConn.
Yeah, like.
He won the championship.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like those are the type of guards.
He can easily pass, right?
Yeah, like it was just good teams, bro. And we weren't like a big team like the Big East. Like every team was big, like super, you know, like.
What average height in the NCAA?
I don't know the average height, but like.
But you are above or
But like
under?
my point guard was 6'4".
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Kind of small for small forward?
For me?
Under
No, it's
average.
like a little bit under.
A little bit under, okay.
Yeah, but like the Big East small forwards are like 6'7", 6'8", weigh like 240, so like 104 kilos. Like this
104 kilos.
This is like a guard, you know?
It's like God.
In this conference, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But when I got to DePaul, like it was I knew I wasn't good enough. It was
That's the moment that you talk about quitting.
No. The moment that I talked about quitting was when I transferred schools and when I went to Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton. It's a Division I, but like they call it a mid-major.
But why you win nothing in March Madness, but you still hoping you can like turn it back to? You still thinking because you're not quitting, so still that you can
like,
turn it
I don't
back.
know. It's hard to say, like, cause it's like only you have to be selected to go to the March Madness, and if you win the tournament, like the conference tournament before the March Madness, then you automatically go. But like our team wasn't good enough to go to the conference championship and win against a Syracuse or a UConn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So
then
it was
how
tough
many
for us.
teams in each conference?
So our conference, it was 16 teams.
16
It was
teams.
the most out of every conference in the state, in the United States.
And how many teams they pick to go?
So if you win the championship, you automatically go. But our conference was that good, 8 teams went. So like UConn, they were in our conference, they were ranked number 8 that year in our conference.
Wow.
And they won the national championship.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like the competition was crazy.
They pick 8 teams in your conference. There's 16
Yes,
included.
and UConn barely made it. Right.
But
Kemba Walker is what. Kemba,
that step back.
Yeah.
That step back winning shot, right?
Yes. So we played Kemba the first round of that tournament.
What score?
We were down by like 4 at halftime, but then like he went crazy and he had like 24 in the second half. But I had a good game though.
You lose.
We lost, but I had a good game.
How many points you got?
I had 14.
14 in US.
But I was a freshman.
Is not bad.
Oh, yeah, and you know, not bad, right? You know the Garden, Madison Square Garden.
MSG.
That's where it is. That's where we play.
Wow.
It was a good moment for me.
Because of it in New York, or
it was because
of it is biggest.
You know, I hate losing, but like that day, I ended up playing well. Like, cause I started off bad my freshman year. Like I started off 0 for 25 from 3. I didn't make a 3 until conference play. 0 for 25.
25
from 3-pointer.
Wow.
Because I was still adjusting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then once I hit conference play, I got used to the physicality. You know, I was still young, and I started to play really well after that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a lot of players you faced in college, and you thought that, this guy going to be the league.
Me?
Like a lot of players. Like at that time, you play against Kemba Walker, right?
Yeah.
That time you think, this guy going to be the league.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was so many guys, bro.
So many guys, right? But
I can name guys you wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? Like my toughest matchup was his name is Chris Joseph. He went to Syracuse.
Cannot make to the NBA.
He made it to the NBA, but he didn't last in the NBA. He was there for like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know. He played with Deion Waiters, Syracuse.
And you said he is the one.
He was my toughest matchup because
Why?
He was 6'8". He was like 6'8". He could shoot. He could dribble. He was athletic. He could do everything. There was a few guys like that though. It was hard, bro. Yeah, but it was fun.
It really surprised me because you play in Thailand. You really like outstanding player, right? It make me know that this world is so big.
Yeah,
and I just small circle. So NCAA is tougher than most of people think.
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
That's where all the. I mean, now it's different because like guys are going to overseas and skipping college but like back then, yeah, like that's where all the NBA players are coming from, you know? You got NBA guys and then you got guys that don't go to the NBA that are still really good that should be in the NBA. Like the point guard I play with, he's not an NBA guy, but he's like the best point guard I played with ever. It was just the competition was at a high level more than anywhere else.
So sometimes NBA draft is not right person. Like
I mean,
sometimes they chose the wrong person.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
yeah, of course. Like teams make the wrong decision on who they draft. But just because you don't get drafted out of those 60 guys doesn't mean you're not a NBA talent. You can still be an NBA talent and not get drafted. We know of guys that went undrafted that end up making the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Undrafted.
Yeah, undrafted. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
still are hella. They still good. You know what I'm saying? That come from America. There's guys like
Ben
that.
Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
Haslam.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of guys like that.
How was it close between you and make it to NBA?
I wasn't close. It wasn't close for me. Like when I transferred, and like I told you, when I transferred, and then when I went to Cal State Fullerton, the year didn't go as planned, and I thought I was done with basketball, and it hurt me. I was hurt, bro. I met my wife. That's definitely it's a blessing. Like I can talk about that all day, but like as far as basketball wise, like I was hurt, bro. I went through some hard days, some dark days when I thought not making it to the NBA, but like I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to play anymore because I thought my stats were so bad. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, who's gonna want this guy? Who's gonna want me that's averaging this and my percentage is this and this? I thought it was over.
From focusing on make it to the NBA since teenager, YOUNGMO, and now, had you think about to start doing something not about basketball? On the college?
I thought about it, yeah. But then like once the season finished, I was started to get like offers like to go to Europe. And that was the first time I thought about like going overseas. And then I had an agent. He was a bad agent, but like he had all, like really low money, but like low league. And I was like, oh, maybe I can still play, and you know what I mean? And then that's when Jellybean, Kobe Bryant's dad, came into the picture and told me about getting my citizenship here to play in Thailand because he coached in Thailand. Kobe Bryant's dad.
At that time, Kobe dad, Joe Bryant, he coached Thailand, the professional team.
Like a few years before I came.
Oh yeah, high tech.
Not the high. I think the Slammers.
Slammer. Bangkok Slammer something?
Yeah, Bangkok Slammers, yep.
And they won the championship ABL.
I don't know, but yeah, I think so.
Okay. So when the basketball door is going to be closed, Joe Bryant came up to you and said...
Not came up to me, but he told my dad, like, hey, doesn't your sons, don't they have Thailand? Aren't they mom from Thailand or something like that? And he was like, yeah. He was like, man, they should get their citizenship. They can go play out there for sure, And then that's how it started. And at this time...
How old are you now?
I was 23.
They still
22.
They still get the passport, right? They're still in town.
I haven't got my passport yet. But so he told me, and then that's when I started the process of getting my passport.
But now it can say, right, legally, 100% can pay for a Thai national team.
Yeah, my mom is Thai.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the rules. Maybe it's too late to get citizen or something.
No, I mean, if I was 30 years old but didn't want to play basketball and my mom was Thai, I could still get my Thai passport. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But we just used it to where like, oh, you can be a Thai and you can play you should try. And then that's how it went about, you know, the love of the game and everything started to come back to me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, such a long.
So, you know, we you know, my dad and Jellybean, they had a really good relationship. And even my sister, she's like best friends. Not, I don't know, they're good friends with Kobe Bryant's nieces. They went to school together and everything. But like my dad worked with Jellybean. And then years later, that's when he was like, hey man, like your sons, or my dad might have been having a conversation about what to do with me or whatever. And then he was like, don't they have, you know, a Thai mom? They can get their citizenship. And
It might say Joe help you.
oh yeah, yeah.
Give
If
him
it wasn't
credit.
for Joe, I probably wouldn't be here, honestly. And then yeah, so he helped me, and then he got us in contact with a guy named Pete, and Pete gave me my first opportunity to come play out here with PEA.
That the whole story started in
That's
Thailand.
when my professional career started. Yeah.
Before we move to the next topic, okay? I heard that you told me your dad and Kobe dad was close.
Yeah.
And what Kobe family influenced you for being a pro, like basketball way?
I mean, even if my dad didn't know Jellybean, Kobe influenced me anyway. You know what I mean? Because of how he played the game. You know, who didn't like Kobe? If you didn't like Kobe, you hated him, but you still respected him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wouldn't say like Jellybean, because I was already like influenced. You know, he didn't do it anymore. You know what I mean? But before my dad even met Jellybean, I was already watching Kobe, like I told you. Like 2000, like he was one of the guys that I watched. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So like, you know, Kobe, and then when the first time I met Jellybean, you know, I was like, damn, this is Kobe's dad. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy being, you know, in the car with him. Like, he used to pick my brother up from school. I think he did a few times, I don't know, but they worked together, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you know, he played a big part. I mean, his family in general, Kobe did, just from afar. A lot of the stuff that my dad tried to do when we work out, we talked about like getting to your spots, and we would use Kobe as an example. Like, look how Kobe gets to his spots in the mid-range. 1-2 dribble pull up, shot fake. 1-2 dribble pull up, jab, get to your left, get to the elbow, or get to short corner, shoot a pull up, like, you know.
Wow. So that's so sad because Kobe was.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It's so fast.
It was hard. It was a hard day, and it was a hard day when Jellybean passed too.
Rip in peace.
Rest in peace for sure. And to the Bryant family.
Because of this, so I got something for you today.
You got something for me?
For honoring
Word.
Jellybean and Kobe Bean Bryant.
I mean, I wouldn't say honor, but all right. Yes, sir.
Can you open it up?
Yeah, I can open it.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
This one is a lot of story. Okay. You buy the jersey?
No, I don't bite. No, I don't bite my jersey.
Okay. But
No.
you used to like.
No, I didn't. I never did that. So
you
like
didn't.
honestly, like Kobe was one of my favorite, but my favorite was Kevin Garnett and Carmelo Anthony.
Oh really? Wow.
When I seen him at Syracuse.
Hey, go get camera shot now.
No, you good? No, this is good right here. This is good right
Okay.
here.
Have you seen this one before? I thought you get it.
No, but you never gave it to me though. Yep. Thank you, bro. Number 1 and number 2.
Number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
What's your rank? Top 3.
Mike number 1.
Mike number 1. And third.
You can say LeBron.
Not
I like
Curry?
LeBron.
Not Curry?
Or you Curry too.
Oh, okay.
I like Curry. I like LeBron too. Yeah.
You like it?
He's go crazy, bro.
I'm glad that before we move to the next topic, Kobe is inspired not United States people, but a lot of people who play basketball all over the world, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You and I have a lot of different things. Like you black, sorry, I'm yellow, something. You are high level basketball. I'm like play basketball stupidly.
You just have fun. You just play to have fun.
Yeah, anyway, but we have the exact same things relate because of we got the same Isan mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you growing up with Western culture, but you said you growing up with your mom until you're 10, right?
Yeah, around that age, yeah.
So it include the Isan culture too, like ข้าวเหนียว
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Sticky rice.
Yeah.
You like it?
I love Isan food.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I can tell.
Aroy.
I can tell. So
Yes, sir.
how was the first time that you eat ข้าวเหนียว sticky rice?
The first time, I don't remember the first time. I just remember always loving it though, you know?
Since the kid?
Yeah, since a
Before
kid.
you come to Thailand, right?
Since a kid, yeah. Like, even though I was living with my dad, like, I would see my mom periodically. And when I would see her, she would give me Thai food. And sticky rice was one of them. Like, one of the foods she would give me. So she would give me khao niao and muda diao. You feel me?
Your Thai accent
You know
is better than me.
No, it's not. Stop it. Like, she used to do that for me and my brother. Like, she would do and, like, give us food, like, you know.
How about gel?
Gel sauce?
Yeah.
I didn't have it until I came out to Thailand. But
Because
it's good, though.
Because it have to find ingredient in in the state, right?
Yeah. But it's good, though.
Right.
I love it.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So you eat spicy, I think.
Yes, sir.
So the sticky rice is mean like when I heard your story recently, it's kind of sticky rice mean memory for you, right? Like me, it's memory too when I was kid because of every time my mom yelling me, stop watching cartoon, eat fucking more, you skinny.
No, she ain't talk to me. I mean, like I said, bro, she ain't
Bro,
she ain't really talk to me like that.
not like this.
She would this was later on.
She
in
nice
my
to
life.
you?
She started to talk to me. I mean,
You good guy? You good kid?
let me see how I can
You
say this.
troublemaker?
No, I wasn't no troublemaker. Like, but I
Sure?
told you, like, she didn't raise me, bro. You know, like my dad raised me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
that's why, like, let me just say this too. Like, it's my fault. I do need to learn how to speak Thai, right?
no, it's okay.
I do need to learn, but I know people don't like that I don't speak it. But I hope people understand, like, I grew up with my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love my Thai family. I love my Thai culture. It's the reason why, you know, I play and represent the national team. And, like, I would do anything for the country. You know what I'm saying? But, like,
But what face?
I don't speak the language. Like, I need to learn it now. Because I'm at that age where I do need to speak it. But people used to look at me crazy that I didn't, you know, that I didn't speak it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not you. But, I mean, like, I've been in and out of Thailand since I was 24 years old.
I think you already knew Thai, but it unconsciousness. Like
I knew it. No, like I knew it because like I knew my Thai family. Like I told you, I visited Thailand back in 1999.
you know why I told you like it unconsciousness? For why?
Why?
Because of when she get mad to you
Yeah.
and watch face, she likely to speaking you. She always told you when she got mad.
Oh, what,
Did you remember?
yeah, I remember. Of course, she used to say it to
Can
me
you
all
say
the
it out
time
loud?
when
It
I was older.
unconsciousness, bro.
No,
Just take it out.
you say it. You say it. You say it.
Okay, I will say a couple words. Okay, like บักฮาม
Oh,
เลย
yes, right, yes.
You got one?
Yes.
Yeah, you already knew Thai, bro.
Yeah.
It's unconsciousness, but
She say that to me now.
I try
she,
to
she,
bring it out.
She says that to me now.
Okay. Did
I
you
don't
know
know-
it really mean to you?
I don't know what it really means, but whenever I would do something that's like getting on her nerves, or like if she's annoyed, oh, like she,
บักฮามเอ้ย
yeah,
Right?
right.
Yeah, Can you repeat after me? บักฮา
Baka
มึง
mung
เอ้ย
yeah.
Can you say
Baka
out loud?
mung ơi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You similar with Anat now.
Okay.
And us.
All right,
You know?
okay. All right, cool.
We are the same team now.
What up, Select? What up, Select?
Select.
I call y'all Select.
Select.
Because when we play with Mono together, our
Oh,
coach,
he played. He same team.
That's y'all was my brother. So like our coach had like a side out of bounds play. He used to say stack.
Stack.
Y'all used to be like select. I'm like, bro, what? No, it's not select. It's stack. So I used to nickname. We used to be like, what up, Select?
He pronounced wrong.
Yeah, he pronounced it wrong. So now I always say like, what up, Select? What up, Select? You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, Select?
Select.
Yeah, that's my boy though. You know what I mean?
Stack.
Yeah.
Oh, but
yeah.
Select.
He's you know the play was stack.
Yeah.
And he's be like select. I'd be like,
Sack
bro.
or sack.
No, stack. Like
Stack.
stack. Like line up. Like stack.
Or stack.
Like how you stack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stack.
Yeah.
Accumulate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he used to be like select. I'd be like, boy, what the fuck could you say?
Okay. Give me more. What else? Like บักฮามึง and then do you have like more root a little bit like did you similar with this familiar ไหม Oh no.
Just the first. Yeah.
Okay, บักฮามึง
Become yeah. All the time.
บักปอบมึงเอ้ย No.
She probably did, but I don't remember.
Okay, บักฮามึงไง so okay So you heard it often for sure for this one.
For sure. Yeah.
So professional career start from now. I mean, like Jellybean Brian brought you to Thai basketball door.
Scene door, yeah.
Okay. And you play in several countries since then. How it feel like when you play? Is that first time you play outside the country?
No, I played in Europe in college. Like there was
Just a short tournament?
yeah, like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I played in Europe, but outside of
But
that,
not a real tournament. Okay.
yeah, no.
How it feel in Thailand?
I was scared, bro.
Scared of what?
I just didn't know what to expect, you know, and then
You went from the really one of the toughest basketball.
but you got to know like that's what I'm saying. That last year of my college career, like I lost a lot of confidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost
Right.
a lot of
I feel
confidence.
you.
It was hard for me to get back into it, but then like I didn't know what to expect coming to Thailand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought when I went to visit my mom in 99, you got to think about it, bro. She's from the countryside. Like when I went to visit her,
Chayapum.
Chayapum. So that's where I was at. I wasn't like in Bangkok in the city. You know, she lives in the middle of nowhere. Like, so I'm thinking that's how it's gonna be when I was like, oh,
You
I'm
think
about,
we ride elephant to the school?
yeah, like I'm thinking like it's about to be elephants and cows and you know all around me. You know, I didn't think that I was coming to Bangkok and it's everything. You know what I mean?
เขาคิดว่าเราขี่ช้างไปโรงเรียน
You know what I'm saying? Bro, like when I came back in 99, I woke up, I was staying at my mom's, I forgot who, maybe my...
In Chayapum.
In Chayapum, like chickens. I'm waking up to chickens and I go outside, it's an elephant to my right and then it's the cows to my left. I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that this is how it's going to be. You know what I mean? I just didn't know what to expect, bro.
You think Thailand have no basketball court something?
No, I didn't. But I
You
trusted
didn't
Jellybean. And to be honest, like when I got my first offer, it was more than what I was getting offered from Europe. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to just go where the money's at, you know? And then that's how it happened.
Can you tell the number? I think
I can't. I mean, I can, but it wasn't much.
Okay.
It wasn't much. It was like 100K baht.
100K for what?
So like 3,000 USD. That was my first offer.
For how long?
It was only for a few months.
For a few months?
But that's like, but I'm saying like for a player like me, that was good because I'm like,
You almost quit.
I almost quit.
Okay.
Now I'm about to go make $3,000 a month. I'm cool. Yeah, okay.
3,000 a month?
Yeah.
Wow.
USD.
3,000 a month.
So like 100K, 110K.
Wow. When you first start?
When I first started.
Which team?
PEA.
PA. Oh, you play with?
Coach Moo.
You play with Mario. P.O. Tosapit.
Yes, I play with O. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He with the same city.
He is too?
Yeah, same with Anat, same as.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I play with him.
He is the big boss from our city.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the boss.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
What is the first tournament look like for you?
It felt good because like I was just going out there and Coach Moo just let me just play. Like I shot any shot I wanted. Like I didn't have a good like statistically it wasn't good, but like I was just playing, so like I was having fun. And it was a bit of an adjustment because like how they played and like when we played mono, like the fouls that they were.
Before you play mono, right?
No,
before.
Mono was my first game.
I mean, you play for PEA.
Yes.
For a couple months. Before you moved to mono.
So what happened was it was this league called the ABL. You heard of the ABL? So after PEA, I went to go play for Saigon Heat.
Saigon Heat.
In Vietnam. That was like 6 months. Yeah, PEA, and then I played for Saigon Heat.
Hold on. Let me ask you about the first experience between coming out from NCAA to Thai professional community.
I didn't play my best. Like I wasn't like dominating. So when I came, like I was fat, like I wasn't in shape. Like I was.
I remember the first time.
I was still mentally like kind of messed up a bit. You know what I mean?
I remember the first time I see you as the PA. It's not shaped like.
No, I wasn't in shape. And I wasn't in the gym like that. Like I wasn't working out like that.
I feel like you're going to be like 4th or 5th position, like power or center.
Yeah.
But the real is 2.
Yeah. Okay. So like it was good for me because I got back to loving the game, and when I went to Saigon, it was much better. Like I played much better.
How they knew you?
They recruited me. So they
scout.
They scouted me. They heard me. So the coach and the GM, they came to watch me play in Thailand.
Can you give me some like hint how much you get in Saigon? It's
double.
It's a bit more.
Double.
It's good, man. But what is happened?
What?
You get the champ
Where?
ABL. Oh no. I mean,
No. So PEA, like we played better, and I had a good vet on my team named Jordan Collins, and we lost to Mono, or who we lose to in the play? We lost, Mono in the playoffs. But like, and I played well though in the playoffs, and then right after that, I went to I got married first. Me and Samantha got married here after the PEA. We got married.
So you go back
No, we got married in Thailand.
in Thailand.
Yeah, and then we went straight from Thailand to Vietnam.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a week.
Yes, it was a fun time. No kids, you know what I mean? And the ABL was like, it was great experience because, man, it was so fun because like we traveled to different countries and played, and then as the league went on, every year it got better and better. You know what I mean? Like my first year, I played with Saigon Heat, and like High Tech had Tyler and Freddie on their team.
Oh, they're already there.
They were there at High Tech, yep. And we played against them in the ABL. But it was fun though. It was a good experience, and then we had a good team, but we lost in the playoffs.
You said you once played against Tyler before.
Yeah, so I've been knowing Tyler. Like we weren't close, but I've been knowing Tyler since like 15 years old.
But how you feel you meet him in Thailand?
How did we meet? So like all those camps and stuff that we was going to, or that I was going to, like he was at some of those camps. When I was at Cal State Fullerton, he was at Long Beach State. Same conference. So we play against each other. So like we would talk, you know what I mean? And then he messaged me one day and was like, "You're Thai?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm Thai. You Thai? What the fuck?" You know, like didn't know that we, you know, and our like careers are kind of like lined up the same. So when he first came out here, you know, I think I helped him a bit, but then he ended up going to High Tech.
At that time, you already knew that Tyler came to Thailand before you?
No, I came to Thailand first.
Oh, really?
So I played in the local league, and then the ABL, Thailand had a team in the ABL, which was High Tech. The ABL, you can have a player called the Asian import. So you can have a player with a passport. And so I was Vietnam, I was the Asian import. And for High Tech, Tyler and Freddie was the Asian import.
So Tyler already have the passport before?
No, I had the passport before.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you came up first.
Yes. And I think Freddie was before me, though.
Since you came up with chubby shape in PA and you get improved physically.
No. No, I didn't. Like Saigon, I lost some of that weight, and then some things happened. Well, so after Saigon, I came and played for the Mad Goats. You know Mad Goat?
Mad Goat. นครปฐม Mad Goat.
And then I actually played really well, but I was just eating so much, bro. I was eating, like I came here, I was eating
You
a
love
lot,
eating?
bro. I was eating so much, bro. It was this place called Sway. You heard of Sway?
Sway?
Yeah. But they used to sell these chicken wings, and I used to go there and eat all the time. But
Is that selling chicken wing?
Chicken wings.
Sway.
It was a restaurant bar. It was like a bar.
SWAY.
Yes. And they used to sell these chicken wings. Yeah. And
So
all
you
that.
love chicken wing?
I love chicken wings.
So you love chicken wing from Sway better than KFC?
Oh, of course. KFC.
Come on, KFC is the best.
KFC.
Come on.
KFC. You ain't
come
had
on.
Sway wings. Sway wings go crazy.
KFC is better, bro.
No. So when I got to the Mad Goats, I signed a deal to where I signed to the Mad Goats like for 3 years, but June, July, August. That's the only time I could play for Mad Goats.
Okay.
Outside of June, July, August, I could play anywhere else. So I had a really good season against the Mad Goat. I mean, with the Mad Goat.
With the Mad Goat.
And then Mono wanted to sign me. I averaged like 27, almost 30 with the Mad Goat.
Before,
This is after Saigon Heat.
you average 27 plus
Yeah, like 27 point something.
before you leave to Mono. That's really much.
Yeah, and I weighed 104 kilo, but not like 104. I was like 100. I was big. You know what I'm saying? But
you still can.
oh yeah, I was still killing.
You still killing.
I averaged 27, but I'm saying this to say like, so I didn't start losing weight until after that, till all that stuff happened, and I was at home. I took it more serious though. You know what I mean? Or I'm not gonna say I didn't take it serious, but I was watching what I was eating. I took care more.
What you eat.
Yeah.
From that time, the rest of the story is you play for Mono.
Play for Mono.
And Mono time is one of the greatest time for basketball so far.
Yeah, I would say that last year, like 2018, 2019, was the best.
Can you explain why Mono time is the best
Mono was the best because they
from professional player that play in that how you say แบบ it's not only mono team happy all the team happy
yeah
right
like I felt like when Mono was here like every team had to be competitive which means they had to put money into their team you know what I mean like
they
had to invest in their team because Mono was investing in their team to be good
right
and there was a rivalry between High Tech and Mono
two of the best yeah
two of the best so like if Mono was going to be good High Tech was going to be good
right
and then you got to think like TGE is under High Tech basically the same thing if High Tech was going to be good then TGE was going to be good and now you got Mono and Mono 2 which is like TGE but they're under Mono same thing so like you got 4 good teams that are investing in their team and then at the time PEA they weren't as good but they were investing in their team you know what I mean like Mad Goats same thing so like you had like 6-7 teams that were not as good as Mono and High Tech but it was going to be competitive and the imports were going to be good because they're investing more into you know what I mean
right
so Mono raised the level of basketball
during that time for the remaining of the story about this the people already knew
they already knew I mean I'm pretty sure because you could see it
what would you think why it stopped
shit, I don't know I mean like I don't know bro like because 2019 like in the ABL like we were about to win a championship and then COVID happened
and that's once told me that in podcast like because of COVID is it true
yeah I think it was a big because like y'all could tell you like we were about to win a championship bro and our team we had was good and then once COVID happened I don't know exactly what happened with the owner of Mono but I heard some things I don't really want to speak on it because it's not my place
it's about business stuff
business stuff that I can't even really talk about
he changed the like, direction instead of basketball to e-sport
yes
something
I think I don't know
it's not maybe
that last year like we had a really good coach that was from Europe great coaching staff I don't know if you know Efifa she's like the best physio in Thailand she's doing her own thing like she's great like she's really good
you mean like
but I'm saying Mono had to have all of these people in place to be good you know to pay people you know what I mean like that's all I'm saying you
bring the great people
to make
the great people
yes to make us win, to help us win.
So 1+1 is not equal to. It's gonna be like 4, 8, 5.
Exactly.
You know.
But Mono, like that was at the peak, bro. Like I had 2 good seasons in Saigon, but that year in Mono, as a team, like we was good, bro.
Recently, you play for the Japanese team, B-League. How you feel about that? Is that great experience there? Like. To be honest, it's better than Thai.
Yeah. It felt good because like my wife and I, we did a lot of things off the floor to kind of make that happen. We didn't make it happen, but we had to do some things to be able to have that available for us.
To go
off the floor. So it felt good to finally make it. But going into that, you know, I thought that it would be, it's B3 because at the time, when they announced that Thailand could be on the Asian import list, you follow me?
So before that, Thailand is not included.
Thailand was not included. In Japan. So
why?
That's what because it was just a rule. It was just a rule. It was a rule.
It's not about same. It's not. It doesn't mean Thailand in Asia, but can already allow to include.
Yeah, there were things that you had to do. From my recollection, like you had to, like the federation had to be involved. So yeah, the federation had to be involved with the Japanese league, and my wife and I kind of pushed the federation to at least reach out to see because there was a player named Brandon Jawado. He's from Indonesia, and I seen he was playing in Japan, and I was like, if he's playing in Japan, I can play because
you better than him.
No, not that, but like I entered the Asia basketball scene before him. You know what I mean? So I was like, how did that happen? Because before Indonesia wasn't on the list of Asian import either.
So they worked something out.
Something worked out. Doing our research, we were able to, it's a long story, but like we were happy that it was finally in front of us that we can go.
So let's talk about the life. Before you move to the next topic, I forget to talk about national team. You just play for FIBA, right? During the Japanese league. You have a great game against Korea too, right?
So I had a good game against Korea. I had a good first half.
You had a great momentum shot too.
I had a good first half, and I missed a free throw.
You regret me that if you made that one free throw, you
No,
can.
what I regret, not regret. I don't use the word regret, but the Japan season was so much on me, bro. Like when I came, because after we played Korea, we played Guam and Taiwan.
All right.
And I didn't play good at all.
You
Because
lose a
I
lot
was-
of point on Guam, right?
No, it was a close game.
Oh, it's
But
close. Taiwan.
So if we would have beat Guam, we would have advanced.
Ah.
That's what hurt me, because like the Guam, I got in foul trouble early, so it sat me down most of the first half. And then the second half, I just couldn't find no rhythm, bro. And and like a lot of my shots and even like my floater and my pull up short, everything was short. Because I think the Japan season, like we was probably like 40 games into the season. And like what I was going through, like the not playing and playing mentally, just tired, physically tired. And I came in, like when I came into Korea, I had like a week to prepare so I could reset
1 week.
and take my time and practice with the national team and then play. Like I flew into Taiwan from Japan, played the next day, and then I played another game. So and I just played 2 games, and he actually played me that weekend, which is crazy. So I had played in Japan, and then I played the national team games.
For the next day.
Like I had a day and then the next day. So I was just tired, bro,
Okay.
looking back on it. But that's just comes with being mentally tougher. That's it. And then after that, I had to fly back to Japan and played the same day. And the coach actually played me. And I played good, though.
What do you think about Thai national team now?
I think we have a lot of potential. We've done things that Thailand national team hasn't done in a while. Like after COVID, we got a gold medal. We've been to the FIBA Asia Cup qualifier. That's never happened. We've beaten good teams, you know, that they've never beaten before in the past.
Which team?
Mongolia, Indonesia, you know, Korea. Or no, we lost to Korea. I'm tripping. But like we have more talent, you know what I mean? Like you got me, Freddie, you got Martin. Now you got Junior coming up. You got Om, obviously. Then you got good veteran guys like Bobby, Arm, Yao. If it's just a matter of consistency, that's all it is with the national team. But we have good potential, man. You know, like I'm happy and proud of what we've done so far. We should have went to FIBA Asia Cup. We gave that up, and part of that is on me. You know, like as the leader.
Part of that is on you?
Part of that is on me because of how I played.
Why?
To be honest, I just didn't do my job, bro.
You think you should be better, right?
Yeah, I didn't play well, bro. You know, I'm just being honest. But like, I'm grateful for the national team though, because the federation helped me at times when they didn't know that they were helping me. You know, like off the court, money, allowing me to play, represent a country. That's a blessing. Not a lot of players represent a national team, bro. You know what I mean? Like, That's a big deal. And I'm grateful.
Of course.
And I'm thankful for the team and the staff, Patty, Eve, First, Doc, Coach Edu. Like our coach is like probably one of the best coaches I ever had.
What is the best game ever for national team for you?
For me?
Yeah. Let me guess. The 3-on-3.
No.
Final games. Tray holder.
No.
Hit the winning shot.
No.
No.
I mean, yes, because we won a gold medal, and I don't think the national team basketball has ever won a gold medal. So that was, yes.
Okay.
But like, I love 5-on-5, man. I grew up on 5-on-5, bro.
Best 5-on-5. Okay.
Okay, so 5-on-5 was when we played Mongolia at Mongolia, because we needed to win, and that crowd was crazy. It was a long trip. Like, the crowd was crazy, bro.
Weather is so cold.
Weather was cold. Freddie had one of the best games I've seen him have.
What did he eat that day?
I don't know. But that whole week, he was going crazy. He played so well, and the things that he did at the end of the game, people forget I had 26 points. You know, he had 30-something. But it was just a fun game. It was a fun game, bro. It was a fun game. That was probably one of my favorite games against Mongolia.
Give the Freddie that credit too, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, so like after COVID, me and Freddie got real close. Like, that's my brother. After COVID, like every national team or every like club event, it's always been me and him. You know what I mean? Like FIBA Asia, SEA Games. Like I remember our first SEA Games in Vietnam when we won 3x3, 5-on-5. We were practicing. It was just me, Freddie, and Jock, my brother, for like a few weeks just grinding. So me and Freddie, we grinded like to this point. To see his success, man, I seen it up front. It's just always been me and him. Like Tyler would come play. I think he played in one, and he played in the SEA games, but like Martin here and there, but it's always been me and Freddie though. He deserves his credit for sure.
The first guy is Anat, right? Your top 500% Thai basketball player. You shoot him in 4 position, right? Can you rearrange the top 5 again right now?
Right now?
Can you tell me right now? Because of that time, it's like 2 years ago. So how about now, top 5? So number 5.
5, I got Junior. Emmanuel Ijesu. Sorry
Not
if
home
I
anymore right now? Because of last 2
hurt.
years. Oh, okay.
Almost been hurt. No, you know what I'm going to do?
Great.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go Junior and then at the 4.
Move at the 4. And how about Anat, my guy?
Sorry, I love you, bro, but I'm going to go at the 4.
Okay.
Junior's been playing really well lately.
Junior going to be the beast.
He going to be a dog. Hopefully. He got to just keep playing, take care of his body.
Right.
So 100% Ty at the 3. Who play at the 3? It got to be Bobby, bro. Bobby.
Still Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby at the 3. At the 2, dang, it's a few people, man. I'm going to go Boom. I'm going to go Boom at the 2. And then I'm going to go Tay at the 1.
Wow. That really surprised me.
Why? Who would you expect?
No, I didn't.
I really want to say my young boy that I've been training.
Okay.
His name is Pang. He young though. Make sure you put him on here too. So that's my 5, man. And or actually, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so
Tay, Pang, Boom, and Junior. That's 6, but.
All right, so more than basketball, we still have another universe, right? Because of you got 3 daughters. You are girl dad, right?
Yeah.
How you feel about girl dad?
I feel blessed. Just seeing them grow up, man, is like, especially my oldest, like, she's about to be 8, and like how she's just becoming into her own is just, it's a blessing, bro. Like, I can't even really like explain. You know what I mean? Like, my middle and my youngest, like, just the different personalities. Like, you're raising 3 different people, or 2 for you raising 2 different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you 3.
Yeah, 3. So like, God has blessed me. Like, just they're beautiful. You know what I mean? They're smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way they're learning so fast is crazy. And like, we know my wife has done a great job, like, just being there. Cause I'm in and out of the house. You know what I mean? So she's there all the time. And I don't even know how she does it. She has her days because like our youngest is crazy right now, bro. Like, she's on 10 right now. So like, it's tough. I don't know how she does it, but she's done a great job through the grace of God too, obviously. My wife, Samantha, man, like, she's really laid the groundwork, like, foundation for them. You know what I mean? Like, homeschooling, cooking, cleaning, taking them to go play. Each one want to do different things when I'm not there. Man, it's just, I love my family, man,
Some people didn't see in the full of like perspective of your life. They saw you like professional athlete. Let's talk about that stuff because of you are the same like me. I'm raising 2 kids, you're raising 3 kids. I send them to the school. But for you, I heard that you homeschool them for 3 people. And at the same time, you just recently go another country. You're busy for proving yourself for the team. And at the same time, you have to take care, homeschool them. Somebody didn't know how hard for the homeschool is. But how can you manage or adjust your life?
For one, it's just priority. Like, for me, like, if I got to work out, I'm going to try to work out at a time to where it doesn't affect my girl's schedule and it doesn't affect mine, to where I can be present. If we got a full day of things to do with my kids, I'm going to either do it before, I'm going to work out either before
she wake up?
Before my kids wake up, or like, let's say breakfast. Like,
oh, you have to wake up like what time?
I mean, I wake up at around 6:30, 7 o'clock every day anyway because my youngest. But I'm saying, like, I either get my work in before nap time or at dinner. Sometimes it might be time like I can't, like, practice might be at a certain time. But like, it's all about adjusting to what, because like kids, your family got to come first before you do anything. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's really Samantha, my wife, that is allowing me to do these things and to make sure that they're getting everything that they need every day. Like, she's allowing me to go and do what I need to do as a basketball player, taking care of my body, whatever practice, extra work or whatever treatment, whatever. She's been great with that, you know, like, and handling that. So really, man, I do what I can, but really my wife gets all the credit when it comes to that.
Give a ton of credit to
Give a ton of credit to Samantha. I love you. You doing a great job. We wouldn't be here without you. The girls wouldn't be who they are without you. Obviously, we do it together, but she's getting it done, though.
So, will you teach them to play basketball?
I'm not going to force them. I want them to kind of like...
You imagine like
you're going to be
like Kobe and Gigi playing each other and like talking about basketball all the time like that?
Do I want it to be like that?
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, of course. I would want one of them to play basketball, but really, I want one of them to play a sport. Like, one of them got to play a sport. It doesn't have to be basketball. It can be it can be softball.
Should be sport.
Yeah, one of you guys play a sport. I want to be going to games and go to university games, and hopefully they are good enough, and support them if they can play professional and all that stuff. Like, I want to do all that stuff.
Right now, it's almost like midnight. Some people who don't know, and time is limit. And I think I hadn't finished my question enough. We definitely need you to join the part 2 for sure in future. But before we leave, bro, how do you want people to remember as Moses Morgan?
I've never been asked that before. That's a good question. Honestly, I mean, bro, I just want everybody to remember me as, like, you know, just a good example, man. Like, that went through a lot, can relate. Like, coming up, I came up with good veterans that show me the way, and I want to be the same. Also want people to realize, like, if you work for something hard enough, you can achieve it. You can go get it. Yeah, you know, just good guy, good teammate.
All right. I got one more. As I told you that I have something to ask you.
Okay.
It's the exclusive question.
Yeah. I'm trying to let me sit up.
For my inner circle.
Inner circle. All right.
One time when you in the middle school.
Middle school? Who you know from middle school? What the fuck? Middle school? Go ahead.
And you had like a couple bad grades on your report.
Okay.
So you got trouble. Can you tell me about that?
I don't know what you talk about, bro. Who you?
Do you remember?
What year? 6th grade?
I don't know. Some my inner circle told me, like.
Who you talk to, my brother?
I don't know who he was. All right. Next question. I know. Never mind. Okay.
No, I want to know.
Yeah. This one first, and then I will go back. So when you was like 14, so you have to get driving permit test.
Oh, you talk to my brother. Oh, hell
and
no.
You failed like 14 times?
I failed hella times, bro.
That's the biggest number, like Olympic number that I ever seen.
I failed a lot.
Yeah. And how you feel about that?
At the time, I was like, all right. I was just like, I mean, what made it worse was my dad. You know what I mean?
What did you say?
What made it worse was my dad.
Why?
Because he'd just be like, man, why you keep, you know, like, just on me about failing? Like, sitting down and, like, studying for something, I always had trouble. I don't know.
So it's about
like, see, like,
driving?
So no, it was like a written test on the computer. Not a written test, but you got to take a test on the computer before you do the driving test.
I failed 2 times.
So, but I failed, I guess he said
that's
14
hard.
times. Yeah, so, like, the driver's test, though, like, I did it my first time. I passed my first time, the driver's test.
And how you feel during 14 time? How many days spent?
Took like a month.
A month? So you go day by day?
Or week by week, almost. Or, yeah, probably day by day. Yeah, something like that. I don't really remember.
Had you thinking about stop testing?
No, I'm about to drive. Like, I didn't really, like, I just had a hard time studying, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. That was crazy, though. You talk to my brother.
Unfortunately, if I have time more, maybe we can get more exclusive version of the question. But it's okay. So if we have the episode 3, who would you want me to bring him here?
I feel like you gotta get Freddie on here, bro.
Can you speak up to him?
I know Fred be tripping sometimes. Hey, Fred, man, come here and get on this, man. People want to hear you, bro. You, Ty Iverson and all this other shit. Come in here and talk and tell your story, man. All these people look up to you, man. They do, though.
Huh?
They do. They love Freddie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Get Fred on here. You can get Junior on here. He'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe what about Bob? I feel like Bobby don't talk. You should get Bobby on here.
Really?
Yeah, get Bobby on here, man.
Bobby? Okay.
I've been knowing Bobby for like 7 years. He probably said 10 words to me. 7 years. Get Bobby on here. Yeah. But that's my guy though. I love Bobby.
Last question. What would you want to give the kid advice? I mean, if somebody like the kid, Thai kid, they want to being a basketball pro like you, what would you tell them?
You gotta really work on your craft. You gotta really work on your game. You know what I mean? Like you gotta really study yourself. You gotta be confident in yourself. You know, regardless of what people say. For years, I was being told that we couldn't get into Japan. You know what I'm saying? And it finally happened. You know, that wasn't really necessarily about like, if you really want something, you gotta go get it, man. You know, that's all I can really say. Like really work on your game. Take care of your body. The people you hang around is a key factor too. You know, if people are not on the same like wavelength as you, like on the same page as you, gotta cut them out.
Same frequency with you.
Like I was fortunate enough to grow up with guys, they all play basketball. I had a few guys, but like I never spent time around people that was in the streets, never. I knew people, I had family that were, but like my core group, they all play basketball. But like study the game, you know, like do your research on teams. If there's a certain expectation that you want for yourself, you got to know the history of it too, you know? Like, man, you got to work, put time in, sacrifice, yeah. Sacrifice is the biggest thing. Like the things that I see in the Thai basketball community, like I could really go in, but I'm gonna be cool. But like, you got to sacrifice, man. You got to separate yourself from the people around you, honestly, you know? And that's all I can really say. And if you do that, you can change a lot. Like the one guy I've been talking to, not too much, but Junior, you know, because he got potential. Like he's 20 years old, and can you imagine him 10 years from now if he really locked in? He could be one of the best in Asia. For real. He could be one of the best in Asia.
Mark his word.
Yeah. You can clip this and send it, post it. He's doing well, though. He's doing well. But, like, yeah, just lock into your game, man. Whatever you do, just lock in, sacrifice, and work hard, man, as hard as you can, you know? That's
all
it.
Right. Grateful that you're here.
No, thank you. Today. Thank you for having me. If you can, zoom in on his eyes. He's just tired. But I appreciate you having me, bro. Like, it means a lot. I seen. You want to stand up?
Thank you.
You always took me in. You know what I'm saying? You never was on no funny stuff. So I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Kapun kap. Kapun kap.
Bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for watching. If you like the way we do it.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate the gear, the surprise.
Yeah. Can you close for me, bro? Like, thank you for coming for like your fans, right? I mean, not just Thai fan, but Japanese fan, Vietnam fans, Malaysian, whatever fans.
No, thank you for everybody that's been supporting me. You know what I mean? Tune in to HoopLife. Excited to see everybody in the future and what things hold for everybody. So I'm going to tap in and lock in with HoopLife, man. Thank you to my fans and everybody that's been supporting me up until this point. I've been in the game for almost 10 years now. And just the support from Thailand to Vietnam and Japanese fans now, you know, I really appreciate the support. And now you guys, pretty much every place I've been, you taking me and my family in as your own. And I'm excited to see everybody in the future and what the future has for us. So God bless and everybody take care, man. See you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Xin chao.